grants, donations, and bequests. We had a handout. Anybody have any questions on the handout? Go ahead.
I've got a question on it. I guess it's for Patrick. This list, I guess you did that, right?
The list?
Yeah.
Gabe put it together.
Okay, I got a question.
Okay.
Does this list of donations, FY10 summary, does that include NGO funding for NDOW members to attend meetings and stuff like that? Because those are gifts.
No, we did not include that. We did include some private grants, like the Bow Hunting Preservation Alliance.
Those would be gifts, in my opinion. They should be included in this.
Okay.
Could we get it revised and brought back to us in the next commission meeting?
Yeah, I'll see if I can do that, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, it should fall under one of those categories. Is there anything else of that nature that's missing off this list? I mean, it's hard to know what's missing off the list.
Yeah, no, we tried to be thorough. I didn't think about that. That's the only thing that comes to mind. We can go back and add that stuff in.
Anybody else down here have a question? Mr. Cavan?
Just a quick comment. I was one of the proponents of having this brought forward so that we could see these things. And when you see the amount of work and donations and dedication to wildlife that's going on statewide all the time. I look at this, I look at a donation, Rotary Club of Sparks. I wouldn't have think they had been that involved. Almost $30,000. It's impressive, and I know we had a lot of discussion on whether we should be looking at these things or not. Bighorns Unlimited, they're in the hunt every day, working for things and getting it done. So I appreciate all of this stuff that's going on, and I have more of an appreciation for it now that I can actually see it. So I look at this as a great thing, not a negative like it was possibly perceived to be to begin with. I mean, you can go down the list. I'd like to thank everybody, but Bow Hunting Preservation Alliance, $40,000. I mean, I think they need to be recognized, and we need to do a better job of that. Polaris Industries, I mean, national company, obviously, you know, $8,500 donation. I mean, I don't think it should just slip under the carpet and take it for granted. I think those things should be recognized. You know, a small club, the Nevada Chucker Foundation, I mean, $17,000. I mean, these things are important to Nevada. It's happening all the time, and we don't know it. And we know it, but we don't, I don't think we recognize the gravity of how much is going on a daily basis from all kinds of organizations working for wildlife in Nevada. And that's what makes the whole thing work. So I think this is a positive for everybody. Thank you. And thanks to all the groups that work for wildlife every day.
One thing I'd like to question, we had spoken about a certificate to give out, and thanks. Has they been given out for these? Anything? Thank you.
We did certificates for most of the ones for FY10. We need to get certificates to you for everything subsequent to that.
Okay.
And we weren't able to prepare it in time for this, but we'll get it to
That's
you
fine.
promptly and have you sign it.
Or possibly, maybe come by the office in the next month or so.
Oh, okay. Good.
Should be, usually come at least every couple of months to Reno.
Okay.
Other than that, because yeah, I mean, we should definitely send something out and, you know, on behalf of the commission to thank all of these groups for their donations. It's quite impressive donations here. And members are here, thank you. Anybody else with Mr. Howell? And we'll
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I had a constituent call, and his father had passed away, and they were donating $1,500 in his name, and I turned it over to Deputy Director Haskins. I believe he collected the money. So his name will be on the list next year, I suppose. Is that correct? He wanted to make sure his father got recognized.
Yes, I did contact him. I still need to get with the Southern Region staff down here and try to select, they've been on, the principal down here has been out of the area, so I did talk with his son, and we're going to try to select a project that has some meaning with that amount of money, so yes, it will be.
Thank you.
Okay, that it? Seeing nothing else, we'll move on. And thank you very much for the report, much appreciated. And you'll have an update at some point in the future. Item F, litigation report. We had a memorandum on this from Dag Nguyen. Thank you. Do we have any questions from anybody on the commission?
I don't
Let's
believe the
spruce-
report is any different than it was at your last commission meeting. I don't believe there's any changes to it since your last commission meeting.
Excellent. No questions? No questions. We'll move on to G, Department Activities, Leadership Team Notes. I see we got an email. I haven't had a chance to look at it here just day before the meeting.
So it's a standard item here. If anybody has any suggestions or ideas or need additional information, just let me know.
Item 18G, Department Activities, Leadership Team Notes. Any questions? Everybody getting that email? Anybody need it printed format, or are we good the way it is? Okay. Then let's move on to